The venom produced from animals such as spiders and scorpions is driving such a revolution in medicine that we are now on the verge of major breakthroughs in some diseases. The research has become so successful that 65% of America's top 500 selling drugs are derived from nature. Certainly not. I think it's quite arrogant of us to think that we are the planet's supreme animal. I mean, all animals have their own unique, special qualities that enable them to adapt to specific environments. Professor City says the gecko has millions of tiny hairs on its feet that are invisible to the human eye, but which gives it the power to defy gravity and literally walk anywhere, anytime. He and his team have managed to successfully mimic those hairs. So these are the synthetic hairs?
So what we have done is we fabricated similar fibers with our own fabrication techniques.
When you look into a dolphin's eye, and I'd thoroughly recommend anyone to do it, you can really see how intelligent they are. We're about to go on a drumming journey with Grandfather Michael, who's going to help us get in contact with our animal spirits. But first we're going to sit down with his wife, Grandmother Marish, and she's going to identify our animal totems. I'm really quite excited about this.
They seemed particularly interested in you. I noticed that.
It took a while for them to get their confidence in us, but then all of a sudden the male came up and I didn't know what he was going to do. He was just there in front of my mask, and then he comes up and he taps it. Yes. And then swims away, and I thought, oh my goodness. And then he let me scratch him under the chin. So do you think he was trying to communicate to me to tell me that I know you're a female?
Yes.
And I trust you more than these guys? Do you think I could have a go at those dowsing sticks?
Yep. Be my guest.
Think it will work for me?
Get hold of them. They won't
Do
bite.
I hold it with my thumbs?
Oh, just rest your thumbs against the back, just to steady them.
Just like that.
Get your hands around them. They won't bite you.
Okay.
Body's width apart. Put your thumb on them. Tips just very, very slightly down. Relax your tense. So, what are you going to ask first?
Should I just ask?
Ask if you're a woman.
Am I a woman?
I think you're a woman, don't you?
I'm not moving that at all. That's quite remarkable. I can't explain that.
The force is with her.
These are Australian tarantulas.
And there's a trait
they actually vocalise. They make a noise as part of their defence mechanism.
And no other tarantulas do that. It's just the Australian
Just
one.
the Australian tarantulas do that.
And they are also the world's most savage tarantulas. So what do you think is the magic of bioinspiration? Why is it so important?
The nature, by evolution, developed so many unique functionalities.
For years, there have been rumours that overgrown cubs, kept as mascots on American warships during World War II, were released into the Australian bush. And all over the country, there are stories of big cats escaping from travelling circuses. Perhaps they're more than just local legend. The term black panther is commonly used to describe two species of large black cats, the black jaguar and the black leopard. Now, if it's the near-threatened jaguar of Central and South America, then the risk to people is fairly low. However, if it's the endangered leopard of Africa and Asia, then pound for pound it is one of the most aggressive and feared creatures in the world. And it's considered a man-eater. Just an hour ago, we both stumbled upon this scat. And as you can see, this is a very exposed site. It's telling other cats in the area, this is my territory, keep away. And looking at the scat itself, I honestly can't think of any other Australian animal that would produce something like this. It's too big to be a fox or a dog. And I know that it's not a feral cat because feral cats and domestic cats bury their droppings, whereas big cats don't. So I think we're definitely on the right track. Unlike feral cats that will bury their scats, big cats will place their scats on top of things to mark their territory. So if we put this scat here, whatever big cat is in the vicinity, it's going to smell that and think, uh-oh, there's another cat around, I better check it out. Oh, I really wish you could smell this, because then you'd get some idea just how strong and pungent the odour of these big cat scats are. And that's why they use the scats to mark their territory.
And as you can see, it's a dog that's been eating possibly wallaby.
So you've taken hair samples and scat samples from a leopard from a private zoo.
Yep.
The hair samples have come back domestic cat, and the scats have come back dog.
Yep.
Now that's just ridiculous.
It's pretty strange.
We don't know if the disease can be passed on to humans, so we have to wear these masks just in case. But have a look at this one. I'll do it again. Oh, beautiful. Oh man. These guys are just so docile. I could leave that open and he probably wouldn't move. Most of them are pretty docile though, aren't they?
It's amazing. Like, imagine how many wild carnivores you could do this with. He's not sedated, he's just straight out of the trap into a bag.
And I mean, most people don't know that. I mean, I thought that they would be shocking to handle, you know, really difficult to handle, but...
No, they have to be one of the best animals to handle like this.
We can, we've got a light coloured eastern quoll in here, and we can tell it's a recapture because we've snipped the fur off the end of the tail. So this one's all right to go, it doesn't need to be checked, because it's a recapture. We're trying to catch Nancy, one of Ray's devils. She has a tooth that's breaking up and she needs it taken out. So we're going to catch her, take her to the vets in Hobart and film the operation. This has never been done before, so it's going to be quite exciting. So let's hope she'll be all right. Certainly not easy work. But these traps are fantastic. In the past I've used the steel traps, and the problem with the steel traps is the animal doesn't have anywhere to hide, and often they harm themselves by bashing against the side of the cage. But these traps, these tube traps, are fantastic because they protect the animals from the elements, and we've already put camera traps inside one of these to see how the animal reacts, and they're usually pretty calm. And I mean, we're getting the same animals coming into these traps night after night, so they obviously don't mind it too much.
The trees will keep the snow off the ground. So what we do.
Yep, that's good. Get whatever animal comes through this hole.
Okay, stand up.
Oh, Dan, look.
Action!
Plus, even when they're falling over.
Mm.
Okay.
That's amazing, because what that devil has done is he's gone through the intestines and he's pushed out all the insides of the intestines, which is that bit, and eaten the exterior.
Yeah.
That's really amazing.